One of the key things about a fragrance review, fragrance comparison, fragrance exploration channel like mine is the actual fragrances, me spraying them up in the air and explaining, talking you through, the different notes that those fragrances contain and the experience that it gives me and that will possibly give you as well if you were to go out and get these fragrances. These fragrances, two fragrances that I'm going to talk about, unfortunately, as per the thumbnail, are ones that are very difficult for me to get hold of. There are two fragrances that, they are etched in my memory. I can just, right now, as I'm about to talk about them, I can just see them, placed somewhere in my memory and, the feelings and the emotions that came with me owning them and the confidence and just the hope that I had in life because of these two fragrances and the time at which I had them. The first one is this one, DKNY Red Delicious, the red apple. Everyone was familiar with the delicious, but then this one came out. While doing my research and trying to figure out where can I find this for a good price. Obviously on eBay, there's a lot of people trying to rip people off there, with overpriced, for bottles of this fragrance. While looking around, I just found out that it was a limited edition released in 2006, and one of this fragrance is so significant, in my fragrance journey, that as soon as I started my channel a couple of weeks ago, one of my friends actually pointed out that, what, this is the fragrance that he remembers me with, because it signifies a time when we had just started working and, life was heading in a certain direction. There was lots of hope. There was lots of, energy and positivity about where life is going as young working professionals at the time. And this scent, my friend said, this is the one that he remembers me from. And unfortunately, as things would have it, it's the one fragrance or one of two at the moment that I just can't get a hold of, So hopefully, if someone out there is sitting with a bottle and is willing to sell it to me, I'm willing to buy at a reasonable price though. Original, no fakes. Yeah, so this is a fruity, sweet, woody, boozy, spicy type of fragrance. Had top notes of cognac, cardamom, saffron, white rum, middle notes of coffee, apple, liqueur, bergamot, some vanilla, vodka as well, Mandarin orange, and then the base with some moss, coffee, sandalwood. So it's a mash, but it was a beautiful composition. I found it to be very beautiful. It was just magic in a bottle, limited edition magic in a bottle, released in 2006. It was an EDT. I wore it to work every day. It was back in those days when I used to have one fragrance at a time. I was not the monster that I have now with a couple of bottles of fragrances. So this was called DKNY Red Delicious. A beautiful fragrance, that holds a very special place in my heart, but unfortunately I cannot get a hold of. So, yeah, like I said, it's one of those. If anyone out there knows where I can get myself a bottle, please shout out in the comments and tell me where I can get one at a reasonable price. And then the second fragrance is also one that represent a certain time in my life where what, I had just left the phase of getting started in the world of work, and I was much more established and much more confident in what was I was doing and delivering. And this is a fragrance that I bought brand new I remember walking into the retail store, and the lady, while looking around at other things, the Hugo Bosses, the usual, this lady says, "No, there's a new DKNY. Are you interested?" And based on my experiences with DKNY, they're very delicious. Anything DKNY, I was definitely going to like. I was going to buy. And then on a bit, while doing a bit of research, I bumped into the popular, the legendary perfumer. One of the perfumers on this was the legendary Alberto Marias, obviously, and anything that this man does is just exceptional. Most of the fragrances that he's had his hand in is just amazing stuff. So released in 2009. I probably bought it in 2009, just after it was released, and it was a woody, aromatic, very pleasant, gentlemanly type of scent. I wore it to the office every day, as I used to do in those days, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful scent. It had top notes of juniper, bergamot, mandarin orange, and clary sage. The middle, a little bit of spice with pepper, violet leaf, cardamom, jasmine, and then the bottom, some wood, cedar, vetiver, patchouli, and orris root. So very earthy at the bottom. A very balanced and pleasant fragrance, I must say. And one of those that I am here pleading to say, if someone out there has a bottle to sell to me at a reasonable price, please contact me. I've got my contacts in the description. And yeah, with that said, these are the two that I'm desperately trying to get hold of, because they are so near and dear to my heart and head. I just can't. Yeah, it's those two fragrances that I'm desperately trying to get a hold of, to add on to my collection, and to keep, hopefully, for life. And just enjoy as I go along this fragrance journey that I've decided to embark on. Yeah. So with that said, please like and subscribe, the to this to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content on my fragrance journey. Till the next episode, peace, over and out.